The following portion of My Carolina is sponsored by...
Well, there's no question that the Triangle looks much different now than it did 10, maybe even 5 years ago, and that rings especially true for the real estate industry. Gretchen Coley joins us from the Coley Group with more on these changes she has gotten to see firsthand. Gretchen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Amber. I'm excited to be here.
Well, we are excited, and I'm super excited to hear this from you, being new to the area.
Sure.
Everybody talks about the Raleigh market changing. How has it fluctuated in the past few years?
In the past few years, we have seen the Raleigh market take a ride. Before COVID, we were just on a steady upward trajectory for home appreciation. COVID sent us on a rocket ship, basically, and we did about 5 years worth of business in 2.5 years. People migrated here. Everybody wanted to call Raleigh home, and we've had an inventory shortage, and that now has started to wane a little bit.
So in your opinion, is this a good or bad thing for potential buyers?
I think the market cooling a little bit is a great thing for potential buyers. You know, we've had so many buyers over the past 3 years who couldn't get into a home because the competition was so fierce. Even though rates were low and they were able to qualify, competition was fierce, and the money that you had to put down as due diligence was significant, 5 figures and 6 figures, and a lot of people just aren't comfortable with that, so they couldn't win. And now, since June, the market has started to really cool here, which has given an opportunity for buyers to be able to enter the market, get a home, put it under contract for very little money, and do their inspections and make sure it's the right thing for their family.
So it actually is a great time
to buy.
All right, well, the buying and selling landscape, how have you seen it change over, say, the past 3 years?
Well, over the past 3 years, we've gone through a serious seller's market. We're now cooling down into a more neutral market. But we've seen everything. You know, we've seen construction at an all-time high in Raleigh, but we've also seen supply chain issues and labor issues, which has now slowed that market a little bit. So, you know, we've run the gamut from 3 years ago until today. It's been a great ride. It's been great for sellers, and now it's looking like it's going to be great for buyers.
Which is good news. But say I want to buy, I'm not in a position to do so right now. How can I best prepare for when I actually am ready?
I love that question, because I do think buying a home is not something that you just wake up and go, okay, I'm going to buy a house today. You really need to get your education. So the first thing you need to do is reach out to a local real estate agent who is an absolute expert, who knows the market inside and out. Let them advise you based off of your specific situation, what your numbers are and what you're looking for. And then the next step is you're going to talk with a lender. You're going to get pre-approved, and then you're going to start the education process. And one of the things that we do with our buyers is we do a buyer needs process. So we figure out your needs. We tell you and educate you on what it's like to buy a home in North Carolina, what the financial expectations are, what the landscape looks like, and what is on the market right now. And then we reality check you to make sure that the house you're looking for actually exists in the market, so you don't waste a lot of time. This process could take a month, it could take a year, but it gives you time to really look at your numbers and figure out what is the best decision for you and your family. Is it good to go ahead and do it now? Is it good to wait? And it allows you to save money if you need to, or, you know, pay some debts off. Student loans are a big one that we see for first-time home buyers, to really make sure that when you step into that mortgage, that you're really ready.
Well, it's such an intimidating process if you don't know and you're stepping in blindly, to know that there's experts like you out there who can kind of hold our hand along the way and make sure we're not in over our head. It's just amazing to know. How do we get a hold of you and find more information and maybe start this process?
Sure. Well, to start the process, and obviously no obligation, we will have a conversation with anybody about what your needs are. You can go to thecoleygroup.com, learn about us and what we do, and see if we're fit for you. We'd love to have a conversation.
Amazing opportunity for a lot of people out there, even if, like you said, it's not right now, but in a few months we'll be ready. So thank you so much for sharing all of your knowledge and helping everybody out here in the Raleigh market.
Thank you, Amber. It's great to be here.
The preceding was sponsored by